My name is J.D. Higgason. I'm a real estate agent here in Kansas City. I work for Reese & Nichols, and more specifically the Kaler Bortnick Group. We're about a $350 million residential real estate firm that specializes in new homes, resale, investment properties here in the Kansas City area.
I'm Sheila Ost, and I am a consultant with Target Insurance Services. We are a brokerage general agency. My background is that I've always been in the employee benefits and work with small business owners. Kansas City is a great platform for that, as you all know. And I'm actually organically grown here. And you know what's nice about it is I think that everybody is so friendly, and it is a small town feel, but with a lot of big town amenities. And it's a little hidden treasure.
No question. I had this conversation a number of times where it's the biggest small town in America.
Yeah.
So it's a great atmosphere, great sense of community. No question.
And you know, Kansas City is made up of many more small employers than large employers. However, we also have attracted a lot of great companies in the recent years too.
I think that's one of the great things about Kansas City is that we're not relying on just one industry, whether it's energy or telecommunications or technology or anything like that. Kansas City is so diversified. It has so many different parts: animal health and telecommunications and distribution, storage. Some of the things that it's just a wide variety that attract smaller businesses, which I think is fantastic.
We have a very temperate climate, and we have a lot of sunny days. You know, I've grown up here, and my kids actually, now they're grown, but they always joke and they say, you know, I could be anywhere and I'm going to know somebody. And you know, it is, that's very true with what I do, because what I do in the risk consulting business is that, you know, I work with business owners to help them with their insurance needs, specifically small business owners, for example, the buy-sell. I work with a lot of human insurance, disability, which is very important for professionals, so I work in the physician and the lawyer market. And also, we're all aging, so one of the other big factors is with the financial advisors that I work with, because a lot of my business, all of my business comes through referrals.
That is a great point. I always say it's about 2 degrees of separation in Kansas City. So it certainly you do have that small town feel and that sense of community.
There's a lot of points of interest. And Kansas City, actually downtown Kansas City, has come a long way, don't you think, in the last 5 years?
Oh, it's incredible what they've done downtown with the Power and Light and the Sprint Center. The Crossroads is amazing, all the new businesses that have come into the Crossroads.
Yeah, we love to go to First Fridays.
Absolutely.
So First Fridays and the West Bottoms and the Crossroads, that is a wonderful, and actually it's not even First Fridays now, they're open every weekend. And our theaters have come a long way. I think we're attracting, you know, bigger, more like Broadway.
The Sprint Center, I know someone mentioned that it is the most successful arena right now in possibly the world, because we don't have blackout dates. And I know that the Anschutz company in Los Angeles felt that they could actually sell something every day at the Sprint Center, including Christmas Day.
We certainly have a strong backing with the Kansas City Chiefs and our Royals.
We do have 3 out of the 5 major league sports teams, which has been great. I think the greatest thing about that exemplifies what Kansas City is about. We have a population base of 2.5 million people, and when the Royals won the World Series in 2015, 800,000 people showed up for a parade.
I was one of those.
And I was too. And you know, just a great sense of community and pride. I mean, almost half the city shows up for a parade.
Absolutely, yes. St. Patrick's Day.
Incredible.
Is that not another one that is incredible? But I think is what people outside don't see is that, you know, we do have so many of those amenities, and not only, you know, what you do, the cost of living, to bring a family here and to raise kids in our schools, they're incredible.
A lot of our local high schools are nationally ranked. It's a great sense of pride to know that your child went to a high school that's rated in one of the top 200 or 300 high schools in the entire country. You talked about cost of living. I love to have out-of-town clients come in, because when I'm selling a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath house and I tell them what the price is, their jaw always hits the ground.
And we're building a new airport, so that's something that I think is definitely well needed in this city.
I remember my dad told me many years ago after I moved to Kansas City, he mentioned, he goes, one of the greatest things about Kansas City is they've always had great foresight. They've never let the city outgrow their infrastructure. And so that's why we have such great, our roads are good. I mean, I lived in Dallas for 2 years after I got out of college, and a normal day in Dallas
is a rush hour.
Is way worse than our worst day in Kansas City.
It takes 20 minutes to get downtown from Johnson County or even up north by, Berry Road and Northland.
Absolutely. It's Middle America, and in Middle America you have a lot of hardworking people and a mindset that let's do it. Let's find a way to make it happen. And I think Kansas City absolutely personifies that. People go to work, they work hard, they support their families, they love sports and activities, they love to see success, and there's a great sense of support and a great sense of community and especially pride.
I think one thing too, on another note, there's also a little hidden treasure, and a lot of people don't know this, and I've told people this, is that the Kansas City Country Club Plaza is the sister city of Seville, Spain. Right. And the fact that you were mentioning Norman Rockwell, well, J.C. Nichols replicated the plaza, and I've been there, so I can attest to it.
One of the interesting aspects of Kansas City right now is that we're certainly growing, our boundaries in suburbia, but also there's been a lot of concentration on the infrastructure of the urban cores. A lot of energy has been going into that, and homes being rebuilt and remodeled.
And millennials are loving those. I mean, that's the millennials they're moving there. They want a more sense of urban feel and urban core, don't you?
I think a true testament to Kansas City is that, in 2008, during our housing and financial crisis, a lot of people across America experienced some devastating, depletions in the values of their home. Whereas in Kansas City, there were a number of areas, especially near the plaza, in the Brookside area, in Prairie Village, and outer in the outskirts of some of the suburbs out here. Those houses still appreciated over time. They did not go backwards, and so I think that's also a testament to Kansas City, is that sometimes they don't get overexposed financially.
I love the plaza. I love going to the plaza. I love seeing all the fountains. I love going down to the Power and Light, supporting our sports teams. And you had mentioned, the West Bottoms. That's always fun. My girls and I love to go down there on the weekends. And
the plaza is fantastic. That's hard to dismiss as my favorite place. I love to go to the ball games. I love the Royal Stadium. I've had a chance to travel to a number of stadiums throughout America, and I always, go back to how neat Royal Stadium is, and of course Arrowhead is fantastic as well. Some of the newer developments is great, like the Legends in Kansas City, Kansas, out by the racetrack is fantastic. And then fun little destinations, places like north in Weston, Missouri, which is always a fun place to go.
Yeah.
Quaint shops and interesting.
Yeah, even Lawrence is 30 minutes away. That's a fun Mass Street, and that's just a great little town to visit. And
absolutely. Yeah, I would say, there's 100 great places in this city to live, whether it's up north by the airport or south in Johnson County, or on the east side in Lee Summit or Blue Springs, or out west near Lawrence or Kansas. You're never going to be more than 20 minutes away. If he built his headquarters close to downtown or
any part
of the city, you're never going to be more than 20-30 minutes away from it, no matter where you live. So, that's the secret of Kansas City.